Hello everyone, it's David with you today, and I'm going to be sharing some quick and easy to use ideas when using big books such as this one to teach children English online. Now, before we get to the story in the big book, we need to get children ready by helping them make connections, getting them curious, activating their vocabulary and their background knowledge connected to the topic and the theme of the story. Now, one way to do this when teaching online that engages children's interests is to use Realia or real objects. You could, of course, also use flashcards. So just to let you know, the story that I've chosen to share in this example is the well-loved tale that I'm sure you're familiar with, and that is the story of the Little Red Hen. Now, before sharing this with the children, I would use my Realia to get them ready for that story. So I'd show the children 3 objects and getting them to predict how these are connected to our story. So my first object then is seeds. So personalize, ask the children who has seeds at home, who uses seeds when they're cooking, who has seeds in their food, and so on. So activating those background questions. Then I'd show the children the flour. So what do we use flour for? Whose families use flour when cooking? What does it make? What can we bake from things that use flour or that need flour? And then this one. So what is it? Do you like it? When do you eat it? Do you like white bread? Do you like brown bread? Do you like wholemeal bread? So all those personal questions. So children have a personal connection to this story from the get-go, and then ask them to predict how these 3 items appear in the story that they're going to see and hear when you share the big book. So the children have made those predictions. Perhaps you've wrote on the virtual board their different ideas so they can listen and engage with the story and check those predictions. Okay, so work with the different parts of the story before launching into telling it to help children predict even further and activate that background knowledge and ideas. Some children who know this story in their own language maybe will say the Little Red Hen or will guess and can tell you the story and activate the plot, ready for when they encounter the story in English. So show the children the title because you're wanting to build that awareness of story and awareness of literacy. Point to each of the words as you say them. So the Little Red Hen, and then ask the children what they think is going to happen in this story, connected to the real objects and the title. Then introduce the characters, asking what can the children see? What color are they? What do you think each character might do in the story? What do you think each character might say? Maybe the children are answering you in their own languages, which is a great opportunity for then you to recast and model their ideas in English for them. Okay, now we don't want to share a story in a way where the children are passive, just listening. We want them involved and we want them engaged. So we need to use questioning techniques, we need to personalize, and we need to encourage children to get involved in those repeated refrains, the parts of the language chunks that occur again and again throughout the story. So I'm going to share the first page just as an example. So we've asked the children about the characters, their predictions, what color they are. Do you think this is a nice character? Why or why not, etc. And we have those predictions on our board, so our virtual board, so the children are now ready for the story. Okay, show me your ears, everyone. Show me your listening ears. Show me your looking eyes. One day, the Little Red Hen finds 6 seeds. What do you think the Little Red Hen is going to do with those seeds? Can you guess? She is very happy. Everyone, show me your happy face. So getting the children to do the actions to mime. So they're showing meaning and also they're involved in the story. Who will help me plant these seeds, she asks. Ask the children, who do you think will help her to plant the seeds? What's your guess? Not I, says the orange cat. Oh, is that kind? Not I, says the yellow duck. Oh, is that kind? Not I, says the white sheep. Oh, nobody will help her. So the little red hen plants the seeds all by herself. How do you think she feels? What do you think's going to happen next? And so on you go, using the children's ideas, involving them. And of course, as you can guess, the not I refrains are repeated throughout. And this is a great opportunity to get the children saying the refrains in English. So hopefully this has given you an idea of how you can share a big book online. And of course, at the end of the story, ask the children whether they enjoyed it, who were their favorite characters, why, what does the story tell us about helping friends and helping other people? What can we learn from the story? So really involving the children and getting them to respond personally as much as possible. So very best of luck with sharing big books online, and hopefully this has given you some useful ideas.